Bro, I'm gonna tell you the story of how I fucking summoned a crop circle by meditating with an alien rock. Alright, here we go. I did my first big story in the Israeli media about the phenomenon in Mako. The article did very well. Since I'm kind of like the only one who's taking this shit seriously in Israel, people start reaching out to me. One of them was the experiencer, Dan Jacoby, who was allegedly abducted by aliens. I went to his house and interviewed him, and he gave me two allegedly alien rocks that he found in landing sites of a UFO. 2 days after, I fly from Israel to Texas, where I live. I go to this amazing festival named Confluence, Sovereignty Festival, if you will. Check it out, it's really cool. And I start showing the rock to people, and nobody knows what the fuck it is. It's very weird. There was even a geologist there who didn't know what to say about the rock. So I was like, all right, bro, maybe it is alien rock. It's also melting ice and does all this weird shit. In that festival, I meet this woman.
I'm just seeing younglings holding this.
Who holds the rock and has this crazy reaction to it. Says it's Pleiadian, whatever. And she's like, you have to, I'm from England. You have to bring this rock to Wiltshire and take it to a crop circle. I was like, what? Crop circle? What do you mean crop circles? Is this real? They still have that? And he's like, oh yeah, in Wiltshire every year. There's a season and they just show up. It's in the summer, you gotta come. I'm like, the fuck? Crop circles are still a thing and they're happening. This is so weird. Like, okay, you know, I just like have this weird rock and someone's giving me an invitation. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I knew I was gonna go back to Israel in the summer for the Israeli MUFON convention that I was invited to. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm like becoming a ufologist journalist or content creator or whatever. Like, it's happening. I buy my ticket to Israel for July 18th. I decide I'm gonna stop in London, go to Wiltshire for a couple of days and see if I can catch a crop circle. I flew to Heathrow. My friend who invited me from the festival told me where to get an Airbnb in Wiltshire near the Crop Circle Museum, where they document all the crop circles and they also report them when they come up. There's like pilots flying around Wiltshire. When they find something, they report it to that store and they post it online with a map, and then you can go and find it. I was supposed to go there for 4 days, but there was weather in Texas, so I ended up getting there and I had only 2 days. I drove to and here's a crucial part of the story. I rented a car so I can drive to the countryside, and I chose obviously the cheapest one. It was supposed to be like a Kia Pinto, like a very, very tiny car for like 15 pounds a day. But then I land in Heathrow, and the guy from Hertz asking me what I'm doing here, and I told him, I'm gonna go see a crop circle. I was like, oh, I love this shit. I love UFOs and aliens. I'm like, oh, bro, you have no idea what I have. And I showed him the rock, and he was so excited. They upgraded me to a big Volvo SUV. Like, it's very expensive. And he was just so excited to see an alien rock. He was like, all right, here, how about you take this one? I'm like, okay, sure. Which, it's a crucial part of this story. The roads are very narrow and I'm driving on the fucking left side. So it's a mindfuck. And the car is so big. And as soon as I left the Heathrow area and got into the country, I realized the roads are very narrow. So every time a car came in front of me, I'm kind of like jerking to the left and hitting the curve, and it's a little bit of a shit show. Anyway, I check into the Airbnb, I go to the Crop Circle Center, and it's so fucking cool. It's really cool. There's this woman there, I think her name is Monique. That's her life's work. And the museum is amazing. It's incredible. I highly recommend to whoever into this shit to go there and visit. Even if you don't catch a fresh crop circle, just go to the museum. Like, it's fucking awesome. So I go to the museum, I hang out with Monique. Obviously, I show her the rock. She's very excited about it. She tells me, you have to come here tomorrow. My friends are gonna be here. They need to see this. They're experiencers. I'm like, all right, bro, but where can I go see a crop circle? And she goes, well, there's a couple you can visit. Most of the crop circle that shows up in Wiltshire, the farmers do not want people to go there. And it's a tricky thing. So here's how crazy this is, okay? You need a crop circle to pop up, okay? Which nobody knows when and where, or alien or man, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows when they're gonna pop up. And when they do, you need permission from the farmer to go and check it out. And most of the time they don't. And I had 2 days. So she was like, okay, go see, there's an old one you can visit. I got a drone especially for that, a coordinates of a place, like a location of a place to go and check out one of the old ones. And I drive there in the country, and it's a beautiful drive, but again, very narrow roads. And I get there, there's this farm, and I knock on the door, and an old lady opened the door, and she goes, and I tell her, hi, I'm here for the crop circle. She's like, oh my God, not again. I'm like, what? And she goes, there's no crop circles, it's a hoax. Like, so many people come here and I feel so bad for them. They come all this way and there's not a thing, it's a hoax. I'm like, what? This is so fucking weird. I literally saw one on YouTube when people were hanging out in it, and this YouTuber named Casper View did the beautiful movie on it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's very bizarre. But I'm like, okay, I mean, she says there isn't, there isn't. So I drive back, and on the way, again, a car comes near me, and I go left, and I hit the curve, and I get a fucking flat tire. I'm like, bro, what a fucking bummer. Like, this day is not going well. I got enough air to stop right in a tire shop, and the guy was very helpful. He helped me put the spare tire on, the tiny one, and he goes, I can't fix this today, come back tomorrow morning. And I go back to my Airbnb, kind of like, not only, I didn't get to see a crop circle, then I got a flat tire, but then my landlord, who's a local, told me, well, go check out Avebury Megalithic rock circle. I'm like, what? I knew about Stonehenge, and I actually got tickets for the next day at night to go there in sunset. So, whatever with my trip, no matter what, I'm gonna go check out at least Stonehenge, right? Not waste the time, if I don't get any crop circle action. And she told me about this place, Avebury, and I'm like, well, I never heard of it. And I took her advice and I went there, and I was like, what the fuck? This place is amazing. You see these huge megalithic rocks circle in the middle of this village, and it's like they're kind of going in a big spiral, all these huge rocks, fucking unbelievable. Immediately, obviously, it makes me think fucking aliens, right? Or alien tech, or whatever that is. These ancient civilizations that built the pyramids and all these crazy structures all over the world, they're fucking with aliens, or they were aliens, or they were, it's obvious, okay? To me at least. So I hang out there at that rock circle, and I fly the drone, and I take videos, and I'm like, some people that are there, like I show them the rocks, and they're very excited about it. I'm starting to feel better, and all of a sudden I got inspired, and I decided I'm gonna sit down next to one of these rocks and meditate with my alien rocks from Israel, and ask the sponsors to bring me a fresh crop circle for the next day, so I can check it out and not come all the way to England for nothing. It made me laugh. Then I thought about doing that, and I said, 0 chance, 0.0000000000001% chance that a crop circle will actually pop up the next day. I'm fucking golden. I have proof. So I put my iPhone down, sat down with 2 rocks, and started meditating. I was like, aliens, come on, let's fucking go. Give me a fresh crop circle for tomorrow. Literally said that. There's a video, you'll see. Make a crop circle for me. Make it a nice one. A beautiful one, a mind-blowing one. Let's go. And then I go home, and I go to bed. I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, all excited. I'm opening the crop circle report. Nothing. Like, okay, well, it was worth a shot. And my friend texts me, I can't come. Something happened, I can't make it. You're on your own. I'm like, oh, bro, what's up with this trip? Like, what the fuck? My friend said, listen, I can't come, but you should go to this place called Chalice well. It's a magical place. It's in Glastonbury, which is the heart chakra of the world. She said, take your rocks. They're going to be amazing people. They're showing the rocks. They're going to love you. It's going to be awesome. I'm like, okay. And I go with the flow. Whatever the universe sends my way, I go with it. So I drove there. Oh, and on the way, I stopped at the tire shop guy. And he said, sorry, bro, this is damaged. I can't fix it. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And he goes, well, a new one is 200 pounds. I'm like, bro, come on, it's a rental. I'm not going to pay 200 pounds for the rental company. Just leave me with the spare. So he put the big wheel in the trunk of the Volvo, and I was driving on this little spare. Crucial part of the story. I start driving to Chalice well. It's a fairly long drive. Maybe I think it was like an hour and a half, maybe from where I was or something. And beautiful scenery, little villages. And I get there and it's beautiful. There's like this place there with, like inside this building that has water, like cold water coming from the ground. And they said it's like sacred water, healing water. And people bathe there naked. It's just fucking weird. Like men and women, you go into this church-looking old building. there's a bunch of like pools with this fountain water that coming from underground, and people swim there naked. So I did. I got naked and I swam. I cold plunge with a lot of people naked. And then I saw the gardens and I showed the rocks to people and they fucking loved it. They were like, oh my God, chills, stories. Like there's certain people when they're holding these rocks. And of course, we don't know if it's really alien or not. I don't fucking know. But if you believe it, it does the trick. So I'm hanging out there. I'm enjoying myself. And then around, I don't know, 2 p.m. or something like that, I get this like weird tickling in my back, like almost like a voice in my head, like telling me, go back to the crop circle center now. And I'm like, huh? Now? Like, okay. I've heard this voice a few times in my life. And every time I heard this voice, I did what it told me to do. And crazy shit happened. Profound shit happened. I guess I'm leaving my friends here and going back to the crop circle center. I drive back, I go in, Monique and 2 of her friends were there. One of them was the experiencer. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy you came. They got to see your alien rocks. So I take the alien rocks out, I give it to them, and they're fucking killing it. One can feel the energy, one can feel this is that. Like, these are the people that are going to be all in with this rock. So they were loving it. While they're checking out the rocks, all of a sudden Monique gets a text message and she goes, oh, a new crop circle just popped up. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, for real? She goes, oh yeah, it's a pretty one. And I'm like, I can't believe this shit. What? And then she pops to that phone and we see the images of the crop circle. It's fucking incredible. It's really beautiful. And I'm like, oh my God, where is this? And she showed me this map. Like the way this thing works is like the person who finds it shoots pictures and videos and coordinates, and he marks it on a map and he puts it on this report and he sends it to all the people that are into this, including Monique, and then she posts it on her website. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. And I tell them like, it might be my fault. I fucking meditated yesterday. It's for crop circle. And there it is. Like, okay, can I go and see it? And they're like, well, you can try and find it. They're trying to work the map to see. It's not like a Google map point, you just drive and see it. Like he kind of like makes an arrow on this like painted map, and then you have to like fucking find it. And like, I don't fucking know how to find it. So these 2 nice women were helping me to find the closest location to that place. And they marked it for me on my GPS. And they told me, listen, when you get there, use your intuition, take the rock with you. If you're supposed to find it, you'll find it. And I'm like, they're fucking right. Let's fucking go. I get in the car, I start driving. It's like an hour drive to their location. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I filmed myself meditating, asking for a crop circle for tomorrow, and a crop circle shows up? Like, what are the fucking odds of that? I felt like responses were communicating with me. Anyway, I'm driving, I'm putting music, I'm feeling myself. I called my fiance, I told her how awesome this all is and how crazy it is. I'm on my way to wish me luck that I can find the crop circle. And I'm driving, and it's like an hour away, and 50 minutes in, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, and my spare tire explodes. And I can't drive. And I see that I'm kilometers away from the place, or 10 miles, and I realize I'm fucked. I'm super fucked. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's a Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Hertz did not answer any of my phone calls the day before about the flat tire. And never mind that, I don't have another spare. I'm fucked. I'm stuck. I'm done. I can't get to the crop circle. My flight was that night, like 5 a.m. So I had to finish my business at Wiltshire and go back to the airport that night. And I'm stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere with no spare tire. Never mind the crop circle. Can I even fucking get to my flight and go home? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen now? And beyond that, emotionally, I was devastated. I follow this fucking weird synchronicity lead when I get this rock and someone tell me, take it to England, and I go to England, it's only 2 days, and then they tell me it's a hoax, and then I meditate and I ask for a crop circle, and then it shows up, and I'm on my way to it, and then 10 minutes before I get to it, you're fucking with another flat tire? You fucking kidding me? I felt betrayed. I felt devastated. I'm like, what the fuck? I call my fiance and I tell her, babe, you don't understand what's fucking happened to me. You don't understand what happened to me. I'm completely fucked. I'm like in the middle of nowhere. I have a second flat. I don't have another tire. Nobody's answering. I'm stuck and I'm 10 minutes away from a fucking fresh crop circle. And I'm expecting her to give me sympathy and empathy. And like, oh, babe, I'm so sorry that happened to you. This sucks. No, and instead she's like, oh, no, you're good. I'm like, huh? And she goes, no, you're good. You got this. I'm like, what? what do you mean you got this? And she's like, I'm telling you, you got this. Look around. Is there anybody there? And I look and I see that I stopped right next to a fence. One fence. There's nothing there. Middle of fucking nowhere. But there was a fence right next to where I crashed. And I tell her, babe, hang on. There's a fence. Let me look above it and see if there's anything there. It was taller than me. So I come and I look above the fence. And sure enough, there's a house. One house with 2 cars. And I look around, like I realize there's literally no other houses anywhere. Turns out it was a restaurant that this couple bought and turned into their home. Tell her, babe, I'll call you back. There's people here. Hang up the phone. And I go and I knock on the door, and this amazing people named Ali and Mark open the door. And I told them, listen, I had a second flat and I'm crashed here. Can I like use your phone to try and get hertz or something? I need help. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. Come on in, the nicest people. They tried to help me get hertz. We couldn't find anybody. It was so fucking weird. And after like an hour and a half, we finally got some local guy who said he works with Hertz and he's gonna come and take the car and take me to the airport, and he's gonna be around 11:30 p.m. So I was like, okay, all right, that's that. I'm good. I'm not gonna be stuck. The car's gonna get to where it needs to go. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, nice. And then Ellie looks at me and she goes, well, shall we go find your crop circle? I'm like, wow, really? And she goes, we live here our whole lives. We've never seen one. I'm like, let's fucking go. We're very close. So we get into their car. She drives, her husband in the back, navigating, looking at the map that I gave him, the drawing. And he starts telling her, go here, go right, go left. We go like dirt roads and stuff. And I realized without them, forget about it. I would never get to that place, ever. There's no fucking way. No way. He's the local. He knew exactly where to go. Oh, this ridge is this, that. He looked at the map and we get to that place. And we see people, cars, on the top of the hill. And I'm like, oh, you're here for the crop circle? And they're like, yeah. Did you find it? No. And I'm like, what? They can't find it? And I started thinking about what that woman told me the day before, that it's a hoax. And I'm like, are they fucking kidding me? Is this like AI, what they're doing? Like when you see these reports and videos, people are just like fucking crazy and psycho and pretending like there's a crop circle when there isn't? Like, what the fuck is going on here? So we start walking, look for it. And then I realized, I got a fucking drone, bro. That's why I bought the drone pro. I send it up and then I make it do a 360. And at the end of the 360, a fucking crop circle has gone into my frame. And I'm like, I found it. What the fuck? I found it. And I scream and Ellie's coming at me filming me. God bless her. Because then it turns out from the fucking excitement of the day, I forgot to put memory card in the drone, so it was just showing me thing, but it was not recording. Ellie's coming at me with my other iPhone and recording me, and we're like, oh my god, look at this, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And while we're looking at it, all of a sudden we see the tractor of the farmer starts mowing it down. While we're looking, as soon as I find it, like that moment, that specific moment when my drone found the crop circle, the farmer started mowing it down. I mean, talk about fucking timing. What a fucking dramatic moment timing shit. Holy fuck. And we're like screaming, but he's like, I'm so excited. Like I found it. It's here. It's real. I'm here. But then I'm devastated because the farmer is killing it. And I'm like, what the fuck are we going to do now? So I brought the drone down and started running to where we realized it was. And sure enough, there were people there already looking at it. And I'm standing next to this guy who has a drone. And we were watching the farmer go back and forth. And yeah, I'm screaming, no, don't do it. But I mean, I get it. Like, it's not enough that their product was destroyed, whether it's by humans or aliens. Someone destroyed it. It's vandalism. And then, let's face it, all the weirdos like me are going to come and mess with you and fuck with you. And so they're like, yeah, fuck it, we're just going to kill it and not worry about this shit. So I get it. It's a bummer because it's so beautiful. And what if it is alien? Like, kidding me? So, but yeah, I decided that I have to check it out anyway, especially because there were few of the moons of the crop circle that were left untouched, unmowed. So there was something to check out. And I said, I'm already here. This is probably once in a lifetime thing. I feel like that thing, sent for me. I know it's a little wacky, but that's what I felt. So I went down there and I first of all, I checked with them. I'm like, is he going to shoot me? And it's like, we don't have guns. That Texas. Like, because in Texas, I would never, ever go into someone's field because they were going to fucking shoot me. But this was England. I'm going to do it very quick. And check out, just stand in the crop circle and then get the fuck out of there. So Mark and Ellie drove me to like the closest part. And I walked down the meadow. I saw some cows. I'm like, you cows, you fucking saw the whole thing. Like, was it alien? Let me know what the fuck happened. Yeah, cows didn't give a shit. And then I walked. I found a place that I can walk into that thing without destroying any other of his wheat or barley, whatever that was. And I stood in the thing. Now, I didn't feel any energy, but the people told me that once they mow it down, the energy goes. But I was also kind of nervous. Like, I didn't want to stay there too long. I didn't think even to take one, just one that was already like mowed down to check out the nodes after, but it is what it is. But I took videos and I stood in it, and then we went home. To Ali and Mark and hung out there, and then Mark took me to my Airbnb, and then I got a taxi to the airport. And I'm getting to the airport at 5 a.m. like high as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the craziest day I've ever had in my life. I was totally, okay, aliens are real, the rocks are alien, there's a God, they chose me for this mission. You know, I felt so validated, like, oh my God, like I just got into this alien stuff a month ago, and look what the shit that's happening to me. Like, what the fuck is going on? So, it was incredible. It really was. Now, you know, the rock obviously can be silicon from China. The crop circle was made by humans. I get that. There's a very high possibility that that's what happened. But look what happened to me. I fucking meditated in Avebury rock circle with these two rocks as per a crop circle. And then the next day, one shows up. And then I get a second flat from a car that I was given because I showed the rock. Like, if there's no big car, I'm not getting flats. If there's no two flats, I'm not questioning if these two people who are taking me to the crop circle. To find it the exact moment when the farmer, and then I was the only one standing, come on, bro, come on, bro. You want to tell me this like fucking nothing? That's just, oh, a bunch of courses, could happen to anyone? No, it fucking can't. No, it fucking can't. So, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro. I don't know, but trying to find out. So that's my fucking crop circle story in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it, bro. Later.